Hello folks, a very good morning, good afternoon as well as good evening. So to whom I'm watching at different time period, I literally welcome you all to this another video session. So in this video analysis, we will be having a discussion regarding APT attack. Along with that, we'll be having some discussion regarding the emerging HrServ.dll web cell found in APT attack against Afghan government. Okay, so those all things we will be discussing in details, and I hope the session will be very long because we'll be having a discussion recommendation section also for this kind of attacks and how to remediate that. So previously, I just want to make sure that please do a subscription and get the latest update regarding any cyber affairs related to these kind of attack surface reduction issues. Okay, so we'll be having a discussion on that. I hope the session will be very informative. So, so APT is an advanced persistent threat attack, which is sophisticated and long-term cyber attack orchestration by a well-funded and organized group. So APT attacks are typically characterized by following key features. One is sophistication. So APT attacker employs advanced techniques, okay, which basically includes custom malware, zero-day vulnerabilities, and social engineering tactics. So they often demonstrate a deep understanding of the targeted systems, infrastructures, and security mechanisms. Persistent APT attacker are persistent and patient. They are known for staying undetected within a targeted network for an extended period, sometimes for months or even an year too. This persistence allows them to gather valuable information over time's specific target. So APT attack are usually targeted at a specific organization, or we can even say individuals. Okay, so the attacker often have a clear objective such as stealing the sensitive information or data, intellectual properties, or even been conducting espionage. Custom malware APT groups often deploy or use sophisticated malware tailored to a specific target. Okay, so this uh, would include custom backdoor, remote access trojans, or other malicious tools designed to evade detection by traditional security measures. Okay, so basically, when it comes for social engineering, so APT attackers often use social engineering tactics, okay, to gain initial access to a network. Okay, so this would in basically involves targeted phishing emails, exploiting the human weaknesses, or even been taking the advantage of trusted relationship within an organization. Okay, so this is how actually the different key features of APT based attack basically signifies. So then after it comes for command and control. So APT attacks basically involves a command and control infrastructure. Okay, that basically allows the attackers to maintain control over compromised systems, and this infrastructure basically enables them to issue commands, exfiltrate data, and also adapt a change to the targeted environment. Okay, so when it comes for data exfiltration, so APT attacks often been accumulated in the exfiltration of sensitive information or data. Okay, so where the attacker aims to steal valuable information, or we can say without being detected, and they may use encryption or other evasion techniques to accomplish this. And when it comes for the eighth number point, that is national state involvement, while not all the APT attack are attributed to national state, but some are believed to be in that or sponsored by them. And the governments or the other well-funded entities may conduct the APT attacks for politics, economics, or military purposes. So many one we have to discuss about the defending techniques. So organizations, or we can say in institutes, basically have to defend this kind of APT attacks, and will have or needed to employ multi-layered security strategies, which basically include security assessment, employee training, network monitoring, threat intelligence sharing, and thus of advanced cybersecurity technologies. That basically has been important to note that cybersecurity landscape is very, very, very dynamic, and the tactics which has been used here is evolving over times. Okay, so this is how actually the things happening in the APT based attacks, and we have discussed, and we'll be going further exact scenario of what actually this HrServ.dll exhibits. Okay, so an unspecified government entities in Afghanistan was being targeted by a previously undocumented web cell, okay, which basically called HrServ. So in what suspected to be an advanced persistent threat, or we can even say APT attacks. Okay, so the web cell, a dynamic link library named HrServ.dll, which basically exhibits sophisticated features such as custom encoding methods for client communication and in-memory execution. Okay, Raspberry Pi security, Kasperian security researcher Merta, which has been said in a published week journal. Okay, though the Russian cybersecurity firm said it identified variant of malware dating all the way back to early 2021 based on the completion timestamp of its artifacts. So the web cell are typically malicious tools that basically provides remote control over compromised servers. So once uploaded, it allows threat actor to carry out a range of post exploitation activities, and it also includes data theft, server monitoring, and lateral advancement within the network. So the attack chain basically involves the PAEXEC remote administrator tool, so an alternative of PS6, and that basically been used as a launchpad to create a scheduled task that masquerades as a software update or Microsoft update, like Microsoft update dot something, which subsequently been configured to execute the Windows batch script known as jknla.bat. So the batch script, once accepted as a augmented that absolute patch to DLL file, that is HrServ.dll. Okay, so that's needed to be executed as a service to initiate an HTTP server that is basically capable of phrasing incoming HTTP request or even been following in sort of actions. So based on the type and information within an HTTP request, okay, so specific functions, or we can say activate specific functions are being activated. Okay, so and we can say according to the demax said, adding the get parameter basically been used in the HrServ.dll file, which is used to mimic Google services including hl dot. So this is likely an attempt, okay, by the threat actor to blend these rough requests in the network traffic, and make it a more challenging, and to distinguish malicious activity from being events. Okay, embedded within those HTTP, GET, and post request in a parameter called HCP. So those value ranges from 0 to 7, which basically determines the next course of action and which need to be included. Okay, so this includes spying new threads, creating files with arbitrary data written to them, reading files and accessing Outlook web app HTML data. Okay, if the value of CP in the post request equals to 6, it triggers code execution by praising the encoded data and also by copying it into the memory, and allowing which a new thread is created and the process enters a sleep state. So this is how actually the interface looks like, folks. I will be pausing and I will be explaining the next part, where the web cell is also been capable of activating execution to a hastily multifunctional implant, okay, in memory, that is more responsible for erasing the forensic trails, for deleting the Microsoft updates job, as well as initial DLL batch files. So basically the threat actor behind the web cell is currently not known, but the presence of several typos in the source code indicates the malware author is not a native English speaker. Okay, so notably the web cell and memory implant basically been using different strings for specific conditions, okay, which has been concluded. So in addition to that, memory implant features, or we can say metaclures crafted help messages. So considering these factors, the malwares characterized are more consistent with financially motivated malicious activities. Okay, moreover or however, its operational methodology exhibits similarities with APT behavior. Okay, so I think this is very long video for you, but I have explained regarding what actually the surface is and how actually it works regarding APT attacks, and how we can have these DLL files encrypted and how to protect against that. Thank you.